Hello. Today I want to do a video on transform, so let's get started. I have my imported geometry already in here, so if you want to import, go to that. I have a previous video on importing this geometry right here. So let's start with what transform does. So let's click on transform and let's look over this, what it has to offer for us. So I have we have entities to transform. So we always click on this as our entity, and we can translate by a line. So I'll walk through each one of these. Okay. So first, translate by a line. So I can actually tell it that I want to translate about a line. I have to click on that right there, and I can basically move this in the direction of this line. So think of this line as your axis or vector. So it's going to move it, and I want to copy this part. You can see what happens with move. So it is, we could flip it here, and then we see it moving along this axis straight up. Okay, and we can actually change that line. So if we want to change that line to, let's say, this line, it then moves it off into that direction. Okay, so let's translate by line. Now let's go translate by distance. So let's click on we're already on our entity. We have to choose our direction, which is kind of the same as the previous one, the line. But now we're telling it to go on that line and move exactly that direction. But we can tell it now that we want to move it 50 or 100 millimeters from that line right there. So it's following that vector right there. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to translate by XYZ. So XYZ means we have X here, we have Y here, you barely see it, it's right there, and you have Z. So if you want to translate this in X, Y, or Z, you simply can put in the number here. So if I want to translate this in this direction, in X, I can put in here 10, okay, and you see it automatically moved. It copied the part, which is exactly what I want. But here's another cool thing I can do. I can grab these here triangles, and I can pull them out, and I can push this to anywhere I want to. Now it's not controlled very well, but it does go in a straight line when you grab the triangle. And this here will let me do a kind of free form movement, and it is automatically updating my XYZ location. Okay, so that's what that one does. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to transform by mate connectors. So what this does is it says, where do you want to start from and where do you want to go? So in this case, I want to start from, let's say, this edge right here. And you see that little piece right there? That's exactly what I want right there. And now we want to go to, so it automatically selected that already. So let's say I want to move this here shape all the way over here. And we push that, and then we copy the part. So there's the movement from here to here. And we also have this here, which we can flip it, flip back to normal, and then we can actually do this one, which does rotation, reorient the secondary axis. So let's click that and see what it does. So it rotates about that same point that I picked. All right, next one. Let's go to rotate. Now this one, I have to choose my axis of rotation. So if I want to rotate in the Z axis, I have to choose an axis that is following the Z. So as you can see, it moved 30 degrees. Let's go with 90 degrees, and we can see what it did there. And we can also grab this here handle basically and swivel it back and forth. And we see it's rotating about that line right there. So if I want to change that line, maybe I want to change it to this axis. Now it's rotating about that axis, and you can do, you know, this is 10 degrees, but we'll just show you what it does. As it's rotating, it's basically glued its edge to this orange line right here. Okay, so that is rotation. Next, copy and place. Copy and place is just as it says. It's going to make a copy of this and put it in the same place that it is. This is good for sometimes subtraction or intersection things, when you're subtracting items from each other or finding the intersection or unioning them together. All right, so next one and last one is scale. And now we can scale uniformly, copy part. And this one we need to click on the point or mate connector. Let's click this little guy right here. And we can choose where it's going to scale it from. All right, let's change this to 1.5. And we see the new size of it is scaled directly from the center, 1.5, so 50% larger. If you want to make it smaller, we do 0.8, so now it's 20% smaller. 0.5 is 50% smaller. And it made a copy of it. So that walks through all of the items that transform does. Pretty powerful function, and I use it quite frequently. So thanks for watching. Bye.